Hello, sir. Can I help you? We'll take a 7-drop, please. Which one would you like? Yeah, we'll just take all of them. Thank you, yes. What is up, my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. You gotta love a deck with what's that, 4, 8, 9, 10, with 11 7-drops. We got a domain ramp deck here in standard, and very, very powerful deck. The deck doing the most powerful things in the format by far. Of course, Atraxa, Grand Unifier cards, which has been discussed a lot. 7/7, Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink, and oh yeah, just draw like 5 or 6 cards when you cast it too. This is the main card here. There's a lot of other cool things happening too. Kind of holding it all together is Herd Migration, which is both a payoff and an enabler. 2 mana to discard this, get a land, gain 3 life, which is pretty good, honestly. And then 6 mana to make 5 3/3s. And then also we have Invasion of Zendikar, which go get some lands and ramp also as a battle. And then Topiary Stomper, which gets a land as well. And Stomper plays great with the Invasion because the curve is turn 3 Stomper, get a land, so I have 4 lands. Then turn 5, play a land, play Invasion, get 2 more lands. Now Stomper can attack. Stomper attacks the battle, flip over to the Skyclave, which is pretty insane. It's a lot of ramp, which is pretty cool. And just a lot of really good removal spells too here. We get Leyline Binding, cards seeing play in basically every format. One of the best removal spells printed in a long time. Ossification is also excellent with all these basics. And of course, Sunfall is an excellent, excellent Wrath effect as well. It's also a threat. Top end, besides some Atraxa, Archangel of Wrath, gain some life, kill some creatures. Etali, very, very powerful card. And then the T-Rex, not as powerful as Etali or Atraxa, obviously, but against counter spells, better than both in a lot of ways. So, full set of those on the board, but there was 1 copy main for the control decks. Also, Mirrex helps out there too. Sideboard's got some other removal spells in it. Barrage, Knockout Blow for Esper, Mono Red. Vanquish the Horde for go wide decks. Couple counter spells, Disdainful Stroke, Negate, and of course the aforementioned T-Rex as your main plan against control decks. So, that's the deck. Let's get right to the games. Brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Sonic Bloom on the play. And it's fine. We can keep this. We're on the play. A little bit of life gain and fixing. Turn 5 Sunfall. You can play an Angel for Desperate, like they're Mono Red or something like that too. So we can keep this. Not the best hand of all time, but Boseiju, you know, having 2 green sources here, definitely not super great. But Sunlit Marsh, interesting. Another Forest. Another Forest is pretty bad. That's a pretty bad draw. But all right, play an Island, say go. You know, they sort of a scrubland. And a Swamp. And Drisha say go also. So ship off our Migration here. Gonna get our Plains. We have no black mana yet, but I gotta get double white. We have 2 double white cards in our hands. So get the double white. Draw another Forest. So Forest, about the worst 2 possible draw steps in the entire deck. Because if we're gonna draw land, we want to draw any other land besides Forest. We have a bunch of those, but what are you gonna do? Turn 3 Phyrexian Arena. Oh, I freaking love Phyrexian Arena. Love it. Classic card. Love the old art too. Is it Atraxa? Alright, well, our hand's kind of bad, but we're not playing a naked Archangel. We gotta kill this arena, I think, right? Just Boseiju this. Like, it feels pretty awful to ramp them, but this is gonna draw so many cards, so we're not going anywhere for a while, so let's just destroy this. Feels terrible to give them a ramp, but it's gonna draw a lot of cards here. We're applying no pressure at all. The good news is that they're kind of a mid-range deck. This deck feasts on mid-range decks. If you aren't playing blue for counterspells, then you are just, you know, at mercy of Atraxa resolving. So another arena, sure. So we have Etali. All right. I mean, I think it might be time to just play an Angel and just nug them. I can actually, because our red source is also white. So it would be a naked Angel, which is a 3/4 flyer, or we just say go here. I mean, we're almost to Atraxa. They also have mana up for a possible like go for the throat. So we want to, if we were going to make them deal with this, if we're trying to throw a wrench in them, right? If our goal is to like play a card to make them spend some mana and deal with this, we want to make them do it at a spot where it's inconvenient for them. If they just have 2 wasted mana here to go for the throat, we're just giving it to them for free basically. So land number 6, mostly swamps here. I wonder if they're playing like corrupted stuff too. Here's Sheoldred, sure. So, and now we draw Invasion of Zendikar, right? So now we draw a card that that figures. All right, so we're gonna Invasion of Zendikar and set up for big stuff next turn, and yeah, we could cast Sunfall and kill the Shielder, but like whatever, it's a freaking Shielder. It's just 6 damage, isn't that bad? Yeah, play this, play Invasion. Get a Mountain and a Swamp. And we have access to all the stuff we could want next turn. We can play it. We can play Atraxa. We also have enough mana now where we can cast Atraxa with mana up, so we can hit Binding off the Atraxa. Real big to be able to play Atraxa and a card the same turn, and Binding's very good at that. So you can cast Atraxa on 8. That can be a very good place to be. The one fear of the Atraxa is you play Atraxa, draw a bunch of cards, and then just kill it, and then kill you that turn. So Raffine's Tower, sure. They're playing a lot of Swamps. I am a little bit concerned with the card Corrupt. Kind of a boomer card, but all right. So we're just gonna cast Atraxa here. We're leaving up a white. Is it possible to leave up 2 white? It is not. So we'll just cast our Atraxa. And here's the Grand Unifier. Looking for a Binding here. Without a Binding, I think it's actually a little scary, but we got Ossification works too. Right, that's fair. So let's just take the remaining 3 Atraxas. Sure, taking Atraxa. Ossification. It's actually a pretty bad Atraxa, truth be told, but let's take a Proving Ground. Yeah, let's take down that land. Alright, so only 3 cards, but it's fine. Ossification. Put it on a Forest. Atraxa is as good as dead here with 6 cards in hand, obviously, but totally fine. Did its job. And most importantly, we get to deal with the Shielder and not die, so. Alright, so there you go. Definitely want to be aware of getting cheesed out. Corrupt. Is Corrupt in the format? I think it's in the format. Why do I think Corrupt's in the format? It's in some... Let's look it up. Look it up real fast. Hold on a second. Sorry, missed Trespasser. Trespasser's fine. Yeah, Corrupt was in Brothers War, right? Corrupt is in Brothers War, yes. It is in the format. We draw a Binding. Given that whatever we play is going to die anyway, I definitely like gaining. So yeah, the only reason to play this card is to play Corrupt, right? Because you want to have many swamps as possible. So like, it's kind of a weird card to play once you're on a budget, which is like possible, obviously. But I want this dead, and I want to gain as much life as possible. So I have white, white, white. I cannot cast Sunfall and Angel of Wrath. I could just cast Etali. Let's see, I cast Etali, and I have 1, 2. I have for Binding left over. So Etali will cast 2 other spells. Atraxa will have 3 left over. I guess Atraxa can find a Topiary Stomper, which is kind of cute too. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 8. Potentially a Fireball for 8 in theory, or Corrupt, whatever. I just want to gain life. Want to gain life. There's currently 0 creatures in graveyards for distance, so this won't do any damage. Let's cast Etali. I don't know. Honestly, it's actually really close. Whatever he casts is going to die. So if Atraxa is going to die, I'll just cast Etali. Yeah, let's play Etali. Keep those boom booms coming. So, card for each player's deck. We see a Binding and a Cut Down. So pretty damn bad, honestly. Here's a Binding. We're going to Binding their Trespasser and just discard a land, I think. And then, maybe Binding the Arena too, actually. So they'll kill the Etali, which is fine. Play Atraxa next turn. We're at high enough life total to not die to double Corrupt or whatever. Or a single Corrupt. You know, double Corrupt can still do it, but we can gain life of this thing too. So Corrupt is certainly interesting. It's a way to kind of just, you know, avoid all the stuff. Here's a Shieldred. The other Shieldred costs a lot to flip and doesn't have a thing for it. Sure. Draw Jetmir's Garden. We need 8 cards in graveyard to flip this thing. It's pretty annoying, honestly. We've already been through... I mean, if we Atraxa, we have a good chance to find a Binding or a... What's it called? If I take 4 from this, I might just die. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a land is 10. Yeah. We're going to be super aware of getting burned out. Let's just play Sunfall. Just play a land as they go. Their engine's gone now, too, as far as drawing cards goes. They probably have a bunch of cut-down stuff in their hand, too, so... Just say go. Alright, there's land. Flip over our 1/1 Incubator and draw a Mirrex. Alright, so let's play Atraxa. Might just be Angel. Just nug them twice, put a lifelinker in play. I kind of like that, actually. Like attack the battle here. Play Angel. Nug twice. Mirrex, make a token. Oh, I shoot the battle too. I didn't even like process that. Whatever. This is fine. Here and here. Could shot battle twice and then attack with it. It's cool too, but I suppose it's possible they have Farewell in their deck, which kind of suck. With the arena and the professor here, but there's some damage. Yeah, this is a punt on my part. I just was thinking about shooting them, not that. That's still fine though. Still in great shape. Let me just say go. They almost like have to play some sort of a sweeper at this point. We just have Atraxa in our hands, so goes back to day. Still only one creature in the graveyard. Path of Peril kicked. Wrath of God, sure. Again, no arena, no engine. And no engine means no future for our opponent. Mega Might. Untap and draw a Sunfall. Alright, let's leave up... Cast Atraxa. Pretty hard card to beat in a mid-range mirror, you know? So we've got a bunch of lands. We've got an Archangel, a Binding, Migration, and I guess a Cycling Land. Attack for 1. Sure. Atraxa's dead again. Not a problem. Eventually we'll run out of ways to kill Atraxa. And then we'll just hold this headquarters and say go. Instead, make a might, unstap, migration. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they were to play a land, I'd be a little scared of double corrupt. And again, I'm just kind of like making this corrupt up. They could just not have corrupt in the deck at all, but like, just seems like a thing to be very aware of. It's a very important skill, honestly, when you're playing against a deck that's a little weird, is to be able to figure out what they're doing as fast as possible. Be able to answer from there. So, attack with these. These mites are doing a significant amount of damage. We're trying to Angel. Shoot them twice. Again, just gain some life. Get out of double corrupt range. And then leave up our Mirrex again. Then we got Mirrex and Binding, which is pretty great. I also have 3 life in this thing too, so... Just trying to figure out the only way we can lose the game. And then make sure it doesn't happen. End step March X equals 9. Sure. How many Atraxas we killed so far? You know, 1 dead Atraxa, 2 dead Atraxas, sure. Alright, so this Mirrex tokens. Mirrex is pretty sweet in this deck, honestly. Just like, ah! I was right! Damn, I'm smart. Alright, corrupt for 10. It's fine. Alright, so we're going to make a Mirrex token. Untap migration. Alright, we're gonna attack. I think we're gonna Angel them again and just leave up migration. So we have infinite life basically. Up to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 2 corrupt. We have 1 more corrupt. We have 2 corrupts covered actually. So I think we're basically locked up here. Cool. Corrupt. Swamp, swamp, swamp. Path of Peril, again. Sure. You got me. Plenty more mites where that came from, my friend. We are pretty toxic, if you ask me. Here's a mite. Untap. Attack for 1. And just gonna cast Migration. I guess like this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's play around 2 corrupts actually. Just hold migrations, whatever. Just the Mirrex, they already have 7 boys. The Mirrex will get there eventually. So Stomper gonna land. We have 2 basics left, and then just say go. We have cycle, 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 and binding. It is a nighttime trespasser. Alright, so a little bit of damage here. Eat both creatures down to 14. And Phyrexian Arena returns. Definitely get a Mirrex. I'll cycle those two. Probably should just cycle first, whatever. Cycle Spara's headquarters. Another angel. Now it's funny because the angel, each kicker is individual, so you have to ward twice with this. It's not really the best scenario for us, so just eat this arena. Eat this. Jetmir's Garden goes to night now, because, wait, what? Okay, yeah, sure. We just jam here, and then we're just gonna Archangel them again, I think. Free block. Take a bunch. Angel ya. Go face. Pretty sweet card. Archangel of Wrath. Upstairs. Upstairs. Back up to 18. So once again, we're above double corrupt range. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's land 12. We're just playing around the literal only way they can beat us, which is double corrupt. Do some knight. Attack with everything. Could have like searched for removals. I'll try and win, but yeah, just go for the throw. Sure, that's fine. Kill that, and this is fine. We get them dead next turn. We have almost no way we can lose, I don't think. So 9 poison. Let's just cycle one of these. Another Stomper. Sure. Why not? Stomp, stomp, stomp. And say go. Another Mirrex. So you have the Wrath. I just have Mirrex and kill them. Atraxa is pretty good against the mid-range decks. So we're going to bring in what? I'd like a few copies of Disdainful Stroke, Negate. I like this one Shark too, honestly. And we're going to cut, I'd say the T-Rex can get cut. Sunfall's not particularly exciting, honestly. So the Shielded, the Ward creature. I mean, I guess Sunfall's like fine. I'm leaving like 1. Yeah, let's cut. Leaving 1 Sunfall. I'll cut like 1 Ossification. I think it's fun. I think we're in good shape here. It's tough for these mid-range decks that aren't playing blue to deal with Atraxa. Just so much card advantage. Very, very hard to deal with. Blue is a very, very important factor in mid-range decks in this format. Alright, so on the draw. Sure. Hand's great, actually. This is the nuts. Turn 3 Stomper, turn 4 battle attack. Obviously, they have their move spell for that. It's not going to always work out perfectly, but the line is there. Alright, Migration. We'll cycle this. Go get a blue Trespasser. Sure. Get an island. We're completing our colors here. We'll want double white eventually too, but... Island, Stomper. This is going to get a Plains, not a black source. Let's get a Plains. And now we have Invasion, attack it if they don't kill my Stomper. The Stomper's very non-threatening right now, so it can't block. Alright, I mean, Stomper's probably not going to live here, but whatever. Just go for the Invasion, set up for Atraxa next turn anyway. Yeah, Stomper dead. Totally fine. Let's go get a... I don't really need more black. You would like extra white. Let's get white. We have white here too, I guess. Just get Swamp. I don't know, Plains, I guess. Get most of the colors we want here. We have black now. Here's your Spara's headquarters. I'm just saying go. Could have like Mirrex to play Binding on this Glutton, but whatever. There's an Arena, sure. Attack for 4. Again, gotta watch life total, but I think we're okay here. Another Invasion of Zendikar. It is kind of gas that the Angel can just shoot the Invasion directly. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's play the Angel, kick it twice, flip this thing, attack for 4. We have a 4/4 blocker for the Glutton, and then we can also Binding if we have to also. Just gain some life. Again, make them deal with my worst creatures, you know, before I play the better creatures. Shoot that twice. Flip this bad boy. Attack for 4, which is very real with an Arena in play. And then we'll play... I think you want to discard... If we have to target this... I think discarding Proving Ground's fine. Let's keep the Invasion for a future turn. So you just say go. We got Binding up, even a Cycle up for what we wanted, so... Goes back to daytime, so you have 2 good blockers to the Trespasser. Probably won't need to kill that. Field of Ruin. My poor Mirrex. You can field this too, I guess, right? Yeah, they could field the Skyclave. It is a land. It is a creature land elemental. I'm going to target my Mirrex. That's fine. Float a mana. Go get a mountain, I guess. That's fine. Get a mountain. Now I can cycle my Proving Ground. I still have the Binding up. She-Old Red the Apocalypse. Draw another Mirrex. Alright, so we're just going to Binding this thing. They're at 16. I'm about to check for 7 and play an Atraxa, so it's pretty good for us. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We should have a mana for Atraxa plus Stroke. I'm sorry, we should have a mana that anyway. With the Skyclave. So just attack. Got a jump block at 16. Alright, interesting. Play Mirrex. Tap for a color. Play Atraxa. Real, just a, you know, just a kind of a blowout of a game, but sorcery, instant, enchantment, creature. Alright, my friend, yeah. Atraxa's pretty busto. So, pretty clean win. Kind of a gold deck from our opponent, for sure. Very old school. Phyrexian and Corrupt. Like to see that. Alright, on the draw. It is fine. It's you know, it's a little sketchy, but fine. We're going to keep on mulligans. We have, you know, green and a land for migration. We can get a forest to cast Stomper to get a plains. We can just get a plains also. We'll see what our first 2 draws yield, obviously, but pulling on the old mulligans. Seachrome Ghost. Alright. I mean, a good aggro start is pretty good against the current texture of my hand, but we'll see. I would say a aggressive white deck with blue for counterspells is about the worst thing possible for us. Looks like they might not have a second land, though. They don't. Alright, so I think we're in decent shape now. So we're just going to go get a forest, cast Stomper, get a white, get Stomper, get a white. and then just go from there. Found land number 2. So missed for 1 turn on the mulligan. Hands full of spells, though. Probably should let them attack first, but whatever. Get a Farce. Guarantee our Stomper. Interesting is, like, does Skrelv attack or not? It's a very interesting question here. I think it probably does, honestly. I don't have any white yet. Alright. Archangel of Wrath also excellent here. Problem is these Stompers don't block, so our hand is definitely a little sketchy. But get our first white. Say go. Still at 20, thanks to the light from the Herd Migration. Binding costs 2. Try drawing a land naturally next turn would be pretty ideal. Probably an untap land. Giving us the opportunity to go Stomper plus Binding. Land 3. Alright, they're doing it now. Here's an Officer. Alright, if they have, like, if their hand's like Counterspell, we're probably going to lose this game. Here comes the attack. Got a decent life buffer here, but still have a lot of work to do. We draw a land. It is not the land we were looking for, but it does actually give us the opportunity to leave Binding up, which is pretty sweet. So you can go Stomper. Then you can get an island, play Garden, and have Binding up for 1. Binding has to target the Skrelv, obviously, but that opens up next turn. Next turn's Angel being pretty awesome, so... Also, 1 land of Stompers being able to get in combat, too, which is huge, so... We're going to upkeep this Binding. They have, like, the bounty creature. 3, 6, 7, 8. We're taking a lot next turn, but... Alright, upkeep, cast Binding. We have Sunfall, too, so, like, if they don't have a counterspell, we could be in good shape. Alright, they had Sentinels. They had the flashy creature, but now they're shielded down against Sunfall, so I think we're good to go here. They bounce Skrelv. And now they're between a rock and a hard place, because if they recast it, we Wrath them. And if they hold on to it, we just Angel them. Alright, yeah. I think it's about time to be hitting the old dusty trail for our opponent here. We take a big hit. Sunfall, they have 2 cards left. That's probably it. Alright, so untap and draw Ossification. Can't attack, but I mean, this is obviously a great Sunfall. We could just Angel and kill 2 things. But this is just an easy Sunfall, I think. So just cast Sunfall and say go. Now we get an Angel to mop up. A 7/7 Incubator also. Here's a Valiant Veteran. Got a lot of work to do that Valiant Veteran. We'll just cast Angel, shoot them, play tap land. Yeah, this is fine. Decks with counterspells and like cheap creatures can definitely get under us, but you know they really got to have the counterspell at the right time. They did stumble miss a land drop too, to be totally fair. So they mulligan this game and miss a second land drop. So that is definitely a very real concern. But yeah, I think we're just about done here. Play Atraxa. We get Binding, a Binding too. Get the Binding. Yeah, that's gonna do it. So yeah, so definitely it can be a scary matchup, but we had the tools there we needed. Bring in Barrage, Seedshark, Vanquish. Cut some of the expensive cards, right? So even though T-Rex is uncounterable, the 8H stuff very good against them. Cut Kaya, cut Etali. What else are we gonna cut? Love the cheap cards. So Seedshark's great. We have a lot of real spells too that are really cheap. Vanquish. Honestly, maybe shave an Atraxa too. Might shave like battle Atraxa. Let's see here. You know, so they have strokes and counter spells. It's hard to play around them. The thing is that in a deck like this, you don't want your only thing to do to be play 7 mana creature, because then you have no options. So if I go to turn 7 and my hand is just Atraxa, that's it. I have no options. I just have to cast Atraxa, and if I have a counterspell, I lose. But if I have Atraxa and a Barrage, or Atraxa and something else, or whatever, I have multiple options, then I can kind of pick and choose and play on the counterspells. So, yeah, Invasion is definitely a lot worse than the draw, too. So I think 3 Atraxa is fine. We have enough Wraths for, like, getting that first Wrath down is good, and then we have the removal spells to kill their card draw creatures, so I think we're good here. I can even buy an argument for Etali over Atraxa, too, because, like, Etali is a much better on-board presence, where if you just, like, play Atraxa dead on board, and they just kill it, you lose, whereas Etali casts the spells, so you stay alive better. But we'll see. See what happens. Alright, so this hand's great. Like, really good. Double cheap kill spell, Angel. Barrage is obviously pretty excellent here. Soldier. Soldier Boy Talon. Sure, so. We have tap land plus barrage, or you can just go land Ossification too. See what they do. Play land. Here's a Valiant Veteran. Okay. I think I like playing Ossification here. I don't know, playing tap land's pretty good too. So it comes down to like what do I think the next turn's gonna look like. So I go untap land Ossification this turn. It's like barrage. Yeah, just play barrage or whatever. Let's kill this thing. Play tap land. I guess barrage is uncounterable, so that's a possible concern for later too. I may actually play Ossification there, because they could, like, in theory, counter this later, but it's like pretty thin, you know. Skrelv, late, and let's play a Plains. And just want to cast our spells. I think just cast Ossification. So I get this. Hit the Skrelv, I suppose. We have 3 cards left. They have the bouncy flyer. They don't get a counter, which is nice. They don't. Reinforcements. Or refreshments. Any boomers out there? If you got that one, let me know in the comments. Destroy evil. Sure. It's totally fun. Okay, these are, you know, low impact trades. Mirrex is land number 4. 2 cards left. So a chance we just cast Angel next turn, honestly. Just play it as a Baneslayer. Make him deal with that and then cast the Wrath. Here's a Knight Errant. Oop, oh, what's going on? They hit only, oh my god, only 1 creature. Man, I almost feel bad for them. Alright, we're just gonna cast Angel, I think. I don't know. It's a tough spot. We're obviously building a Sunfall. Getting a counter would be pretty backbreaking. Playing the Angel just, like, forces them. I guess, like, they still have a good attack with the 4/4. And Skrell can make this thing attack, too. So the Angel's isn't that good right now. So we'll just play this. Tap. We'll cycle our Migration, I think, too. So just do this. Cycle Migration. Get a Swamp. We'll see about lining up Sunfall. If they have mana untapped or not. And how I want to play it. We might just Angel. Play land. Here's a Frontliner. Card's so good. And they have a Mirrex up also, which is cute. Skrelv gonna stay home. So they got 1 card left. Life gain here is very nice. Get our Swamp. Now if I cast Sunfall and it fails, I take 4. I think it's. I take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I live. And then I get to play Angel for full value. Oh, the Angel itself isn't even that good, regardless. If I play the Angel and it fails, then I Sunfall next turn. I still have Mirrex, though. They have this thing, too, to pump. It's a little scary, too. So, in theory, I would go Angel, shoot Skrelv, and see what happens. If they were to have a Make disappear, untap, pump the team. Am I dead then? I think I am, actually. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's exactly 12, yeah. So, if they have Counterspell here, I think we're just dead. Actually, no matter what. Which kind of sucks, but... what's... their... Yeah, let's play around. I mean, Spell Pierce is a slight consideration for not playing it. Let's cast this. Alright, let's cast this. Do they have the Counterspell? They don't. Let's play this. Or heal the Might, because can't kill anything else, obviously. They make a Might token. I get to gain some life, which is good. And they can still pump the squad. Now the thing is we're making them deal with this. And they got to use all the resources to deal with this, and that's Wrath them. So, let's see what happens here. They're going to go for Officer over Might. They're going to hit. A Brutal Cathar. Oh my god, it's a massacre, folks. Oh god. It's such a massacre. Oh, I can't even watch. Alright, well, unless they have a counterspell in their hand, be it a Negate or a man. Negate makes a lot of sense, too. So, Negate or Spell Pierce would not have worked on the Angel, and they've been holding on to his card also. And this resolved last turn. I could just do it again. Kill the Brutal Cathar and the Officer this time. Yeah, I wish I could see their hand at the end of the game, so I would know. I'm gonna play around Negate. I'm gonna play this, double kick it, and see what happens. Stroke works either way, but Negate's a very possible card they could have too. So hit this and this, and I'll have 2 lifelink blockers. If they have like the 2/1 flyer that bounces the creature. Not great, but they don't seem to, so they do. Okay, so they're gonna bounce this, just fine. I got my Angel back. They get a flyer, but I have 2 Angels to block with. They can only remove 1 of them. So you're gonna go like land double Brutal Cathar here. So be it. Please don't go land double Brutal Cathar. That's 1. All right. All right. That's game. Alright, so that's game. Block, gain life, Wrath, game's over. So pretty cool. We'll pump this thing. We could actually just... They literally have nothing. We just want to jump and make our Sunfall bigger. Because we gain it's 4 damage either way, so... Keep a creature in play. We get our Angel back too, so... Yeah, this is pretty good. Alright, here's your Sunfall. So they didn't have Negate in their hand, so I was playing around a Phantom, but I think it's still fine. I think the play is still correct. We made them deal with our crap, and now I get to fire up the nasty Sunfall, and that's the game. Pack it up. So don't think Mirrex is up. They're gonna keep playing. Okay, sure. If you want to keep this charade going, it's fine by me. How about that? Is that good enough? I'll choose you and you and you and you. Didn't whiff. Here's the attack. Alright. Their chances of winning this game are so close to 0. Here's a Dennick. Hey. I respect it. Keep playing. Keep battling. Keep battling, friend. Alright, Barrage, yeah. Let's get this over with. Pack it up. Go home. Alright, so can be a scary matchup for sure, but you know, things gotta line up for them, I think. And our sideboard cards are very, very good. So we take those. The 1 T-Rex. Hope our opponent's playing blue. We're gonna keep. And it's okay. Honestly, yeah, white. Alright, so Triome into Forest for her migration, or I guess Island, or her migration's perfect mana. Not perfect mana, but alright, a mono white mid-range deck. I mean, possibly blue or black. We'll see what they get here, but plains, sure. Invasion of Zendikar, sure. Migration for plains. Now we have our nice thing to ramp to also. Got a cheap binding as well. Swamp Wedding Announcement. That sucks. We can't get rid of that before the first counter, but that's fine, I guess. Alright, get a plains. They'll get a token off their wedding announcement. Is what it is. So they get the 1. We draw Ossification. So land triggers on end step, right? So your end step. So put the stop here. No reason to show them that we're going to get rid of it just yet. Let them play the whole turn thinking they have it. Also might see a better target too. So take 1. Also they can have Loran too. So you have Invasion next turn, which is great. T-Rex, not as good against them, but you know, still boom boom. Wedding Announcement number 2. Right, so we're gonna hit that one actually. Hit the new one. So less tokens. 1 Leyline Binding. The Angel can mop up the tokens too, which is nice. Sorry. Retain priority because I had the stop set. Alright, so get a token. We're going to tap play Invasion of Zendikar. We're going to play it off of a forest. Invasion. Need to get a plains and a mountain. Now next turn is going to be Angel, Shoot, Garden, probably. We could T-Rex, but like, I think I want to mop up and take less damage, so see what happens. Like this play a lot for my opponent. So I think that a lot of players really over-prioritize the cards from running announcement. However, in this spot, opponents probably identified that the creatures are better than the cards here, so only attack with one creature. Love this play a lot. Opponents definitely experience the deck. Alright, so that's pretty good for them. And now I'd be more interested in a Wrath if possible, but just Angel, kill 2 of these. And then we can set up to attack this next turn, unless they can kill it. Which is kind of nice. So let's play Angel. Not like that. It'll do right. So, kick. Shoot down 2 of these tokens. You could shoot the battle and win it, but like I think I'd rather kill 2 tokens than get a random 4/4 that might dies. So, and we threaten to attack this next turn anyway. So, play that, play this. There you go. We are scared of Breach the Multiverse. That is what the Black Splash usually is for in these decks. So this might be a pretty long and grindy game. Field of Ruin, get a, I don't know, whatever, Swamp. Sure, Swamp. Breach obviously turns our Atraxa against us. T-Rex is a 8/8, can't be countered, trample, ward 4, haste, toxic 4. We actually are short of green right now for that. The Mirrex can count once, but we'll see what happens. See what we do next turn. Might fire up the T-Rex. Toxic 4 is pretty cool. A little toxic sub-theme with the Mirrex and the T-Rex. It's going to do nothing. So, must have Wandering Emperor for the Angel here. Because it's the only instant speed card in their deck, really. T-Rex is ward 4, so it's a safe attack. We draw a second copy of Mirrex, too. That's kind of cool. I think we just T-Rex them, honestly. T-Rex attack them. Leave the Angel back. It's just pretty obvious Wandering Emperor, so that could allow them to make a token, just block the T-Rex, but I think trading T-Rex for all of our tokens is totally fine, so let's do that. T-Rex. This is sort of the issue with Wandering Emperor. It's like non-blue decks that like only have one instant in their entire deck. It's like it's usually pretty transparent. It could be like a Go for the Throat or something like that, but it's almost sure. I mean, like, seems like an early scoop, but you know, it's fine. It's funny because we're gonna bore the T-Rex out. It's not very good this matchup, but take out the T-Rex. We want Negate, Stroke, and Seedshark. Barrage. I mean, it's better than Ossification, right? Yeah, it is definitely better than Ossification. Bring in the Barrages and cut like the Sunfall. We'll leave 2 Sunfalls, and they do go wide occasionally. Maybe she have a Binding too. Binding's just a little weak to their enchantment removal and doesn't really feel necessary. Yeah. I think targets Planeswalkers too. Yeah, so we can kill Planeswalkers with this. Yeah, I like this. Keep the boom booms in. You should watch out for some duresses, obviously, but the thing is that duress like can take our enablers, but can't take our threats, which is a bit of a big deal. So in the old tank. I want to remind you, of course, is a companion article to this video, as always, on CoolStuffInc.com. I do a video article every Monday and a written article every Friday. CoolStuffInc.com is also your best spot for all of your gaming needs. Magic singles, sealed product, other card games, board games, miniatures, you name it, they got it. CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code Jim5, 5% off your order, and get a free Jim Davis Goblin token. Dude, it's a Goblin Shaman token, my new token. Super cool one. 5% off ain't too shabby either. Oh, I mean, close to keepable because we have the migration, but yeah, pretty awkward. So, Mulligan of Sand, not ideal. I mean, we're going to keep. This is a pretty sketchy hand. So, I kind of want to dump. So, you're on the draw. The problem is we obviously need a second green for these Stompers. Stompers are good, though. And Stomper plus Invasion is great also. So I kind of want to bottom a land. If I just don't draw any lands, and I can't even Invasion, but we got to draw land, right? So we'll just get rid of the swamp. We'll just draw literally any land. Preferably a green land, but... There you go. Easy game. Easy peasy. Duress me. All right. Makes the hand definitely significantly worse. We've just lost our really good curve, but still fine. We effectively have 6 lands in our hand, so just need to draw our good stuff. A little storefront action. It's part of why I don't like Triomes, is that they're just a black-white deck playing this Triome. It's just like, it's very aesthetically unpleasing to me. Don't really have a good, you know, reason beyond that. It's like, obviously just whatever. It's just a black-white tap duel, but it's just aesthetically non-pleasing to me. Okay. The Shire. Baggins. Restoration of Aganjo. Sure. Pretty good card. You can get back the storefront, a little bit of a little ramping in their mono-white control deck, or white-black control deck. We are playing Stomper next turn. We're going to hold Migration for now. We have a lot of lands coming, so... Gonna play this and get, I guess Swamp, because we have second planes already, so get Swamp, all of our colors. They discard something and get back the storefront. Planes, that works too. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Restore and a Ganjo, get back storefront, gain a little life, get a little thin value. 5 cards in hand. Land 5 and 6 coming, so no attacks for Stomper just yet, but losing that battle was a little sneaky. Here's a Spirited Doggo. Draw a card. Again, Breach the Multiverse is the really scary card for them against us. It's the only card that's like really scary. We draw Mirrex. Pretty sure this is just play a land, play Stomper. We get a Mountain probably. So you have double red. Let's say go. So next turn, both Stompers can attack and block, which is great. We have an Angel ready to kill this Architect. Want to be careful with that though, because like putting a creature in play to kill their creature makes it really bad against a Wrath. So I want to just hold off on that. We have Migration to back it up too, though. So let's see what they do. Kind of go from there. This card's pretty good. Sarah Paragon. Alright, we're going to kill that one. Never mind. So, a lot of value here from the Paragon, but only to get one shot with it. Another Stomper. Alright, so play Mirrex. We could just attack first and try and elicit a double block. So I would rather have... Stomper's good too. Because we might want to have rather trade Restoration Stomper for Restoration than leave it in play. But I think we're trying to do this. So step this for white. Double kick this. Take out the Paragon. And now attack for 8. If they do end up playing, you know, Wrathing or whatever next turn, we have 2 good follow-ups and just like, you know, a deck full of Boom Booms and a Mirrex. So they had the Wrath, they probably would have just blocked there. So storefront again. They are getting close to Breach the Multiverse mana, and we don't have a counterspell yet, unfortunately. So that is scary. That would really turn the game on its head. Yeah, that's my big fear right now. Alright, so we're just going to jam with everything and try and play Migration and hope we can kill them, because I think I'm very, very scared of Multiverse next turn. Move to combat. So attack with everything. Probably double block on one of these. I could have Wanderer here too, I guess. That makes sense, Wandering Emperor. That works too. Again, just fine. Much better than Emperor, because Emperor would also pump this thing back up too for the attacks. Dub block. Get a 1-1. Make a good trade for us. Karn agrees. There's probably a very murderous squirrel outside that Karn's warning us about, because that squirrel could go murder mode at any moment. Alright, so definitely very against these mid-range decks. I think their only prayer against us is Breach the Multiverse, or Breach the Multiverse. And, yeah, sweet. Alright, pretty clean. I'm a big fan of this deck. I like this deck a lot. I think this deck is very, very powerful, and it really does just feast on mid-range decks. You know, as you saw there, you know, just the black mono white splash black mid range, and then the black mono black splash white mid range. You know, just these decks just can't really deal with Atraxa, and the deck has all the tools in the world to deal with aggro as well. The only really scary thing is the deck with a good clock and counter spells, but we have answers there too as well, and some play as well. You kind of like play around things and do your thing too. So deck's super sweet. Let me know what you think. We got the Pro Tour coming up for me this weekend, which is really, really fun. And next week we'll play some Modern. I'm gonna try to record before I leave of the deck that I'm considering playing in the Pro Tour. Don't know if that will be that, but if I look for that video, of course, it'll be very, very exciting, and hopefully me and the team do well. So thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it. See you next time, and have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe too.